So, welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The purpose is very simple. We want you to revise your current affairs. And what better way to revise your current affairs than MCQ practice? Okay, this MCQ practice will come in really handy when you're preparing for your prelims examination for UPSC next year or any other state civil services examination. Now, every day we'll be covering that day's newspaper or current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. Now, this lecture series is very important because if you are practicing these MCQs from current affairs alone, mind you, I'm not talking about static subjects, I'm just talking about current affairs. From current affairs, if you're practicing 4 to 5 MCQs on a daily basis, okay, with me through this lecture series, well, then these MCQs would add up, and amount to 1200 MCQs. In fact, more than that also. 1200 MCQs by the time you're ready for your prelims examination next year. And ask any serious aspirant. 1200 MCQs are more than sufficient if you're preparing for current affairs. And I need not tell you the significance or importance of current affairs for prelims examination. In fact, more than 40% of your paper is directly or indirectly related to current affairs. So you cannot choose to ignore current affairs. Okay, you have to consolidate them or else you'll never qualify your prelims examination. So make sure that you make this lecture series a part of your daily routine because only then you'll be able to feel confident regarding current affairs for your prelims examination. All right? Okay. Enough of the introduction. Now let's straight away jump into the discussion, starting with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding bone ossification test. Bone ossification starts at fetal stage and continues till early teen age. It can be used to determine the correct age of an adolescent person. Bone ossification test overrides the documentary age proof in determining whether a criminal is a minor or not. Now look, in our country, there is requirement of age proof from time to time. Okay, for various competitions, for various admissions into different universities, for various things, you have to give your age proof, right? Also, age proof is required when you're accused of a crime. How? Look, in our country, we say that if you are below the age of 18 years, then you're categorized as a child. And if you have committed a crime, a serious crime, as a child, okay, then you won't be tried like normal adults in courts and jails. You will be sent to Juvenile Justice Board. That Juvenile Justice Board takes up the criminal cases of children, okay? And if they find these children guilty, then they send them not to jail but rehabilitation homes. So children are not sent to jails. They are sent to rehabilitation homes where they are skilled, trained, educated, and whatnot. Okay. Again, this is done so as to prevent exploitation of children because we feel that before the age of 18, a child's mind is not that developed. He can be easily influenced by other adults surrounding him. So he can be brainwashed to commit a crime. So that is why he shouldn't be punished. He or she, I'm sorry, shouldn't be punished for the crimes that are committed by adults. Okay. Now, what happens is sometimes some criminals, as the recent case suggests, some criminals from different parts of the country actually assassinated a political leader in Maharashtra called Baba Siddiqui. Now, one of the accused, there were 3 accused. One of the accused claims that he's 17 years of age, and therefore he shouldn't be sent to jail or courts for prosecution. He should be sent to Juvenile Justice Board. Now, many people say that he has fudged his documents, and you can also fudge your documents. You can fake your documents to prove that you are a child. So, to know whether you are above the age of 18 or not conclusively, there are some medical tests. One of the tests is bone ossification test. Now, to understand what bone ossification test is, you need to know what ossification is or bone ossification is. All right. Now, look, as soon as a mother conceives and a child is at a fetal stage, his body starts to develop, okay, and his bones also, his or her bones also start to develop, okay. Now when the child is born, his bones his or her bones are also still developing. A child is growing, then also their bones are developing, and this development of bones go on till adolescence, which can be 19-20 years of age. Okay, so bone development goes on till 21 also in some estimates. Okay, now actually looking at the bones of a person, looking at the bones of a person, one can basically check the development stage of that bone, and through that one can get a approximate idea of the age of a person. Okay, so this is what bone ossification test is. So bone ossification starts at fetal stage and continues till early teenage? No, till adolescence. Early teenage is 13, 14. No. It can be used to determine the correct age of an adolescent person? Yes. Bone ossification test overrides the documentary age proof in determining whether a criminal is a minor or not. Okay, that is not true, because Supreme Court has said that if a person has proper documentary age proof to show that he's a minor or he's an adult, then you don't require a bone ossification test. So bone ossification test does not override documentary age proof. This is false. Only one. Question 2. Consider the following regarding statements regarding greenwashing. It is a deceptive practice employed by companies making their products look eco-friendly. Okay. Recent guidelines against greenwashing in India were released by Department of Industrial Promotion and Internal Trade. Okay. UN Secretary General had recently called for a policy of zero tolerance against greenwashing. Okay. Nothing. Look, greenwashing is a malpractice that companies employ to make their products look, or they claim that their products are eco-friendly, but actually they are not. So first step is correct. Now, India recently released guidelines to prevent greenwashing, and those guidelines were released by Consumer Protection Authority, which is under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, not under Department of Industrial Promotion and Internal Trade. Ministry of Consumer Affairs. So this part is false. And UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres had recently called for a zero tolerance policy against greenwashing. This is absolutely correct. D. I'm sorry, not 1 and 2, 1 and 3. D. Question 3. Which of the following statements is are correct regarding MQ-9B Predator drones? Manufactured by Lockheed Martin, these drones have an endurance of 27 hours and has a payload capacity of 1,746 kg. India and USA have signed a deal for delivery of 31 Predator drones, 15 Sea Guardian for Navy and 8 Sky Guardian each for Indian Air Force and Army. Select the correct option. Now, recently India has signed a very big, around $3.2 billion defense deal with USA, through which USA will provide India with these very ultra efficient and ultra high-tech drones, which have weapons capacity also. They can launch missiles also. Okay, these are known as MQ-95 Predator drones. They are manufactured by a company called General Atomics, not Lockheed Martin. Okay, Lockheed Martin manufactures THAAD, Terminal High Altitude Air Defense System, missile defense system, and aircrafts. But these drones are very high quality. They have an endurance capacity of 27 hours. That means they don't need refueling for 27 hours, and they can carry weapons or payloads up to 1,746 kg. Okay, so this part is false because Lockheed Martin was written over here. Then, India and USA have signed a deal for delivery of 31 Predator drones, which is this $3.2 billion deal. 15 Predator drones are known as Sea Guardian drones, and they will be given to Navy, and 8 each are known as Sky Guardian drones, will be given to Indian Air Force and the Army. So this part is correct. Only 2. And last, which of the following statements is are correct regarding the crime of abetment of suicide? The punishment for this crime can be up to 10 years along with a fine. As per National Crime Records Bureau, the conviction rate for this offense is reasonably high in India. Okay. Now look, abetment of suicide means, look, suicide is criminal in India. It's a criminal offense in India. And abetment to suicide is also a criminal offense in India. Now the definition for abetment to suicide is given in section 45 of Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. Okay, as to what constitutes abetment. Abetment means aiding someone. Okay, aiding for someone's suicide, provoking someone to commit suicide, exploiting someone someone to an extent that that person commits suicide. Okay, or conspiring conspiring to make circumstances for that person to commit suicide. All of that comes under abetment. Okay. Now, the punishment for this crime can be up to 10 years along with a fine. This is absolutely correct. Now, as per National Crime Records Bureau's report, it is said that the conviction rate for this offense is reasonably low in India. It is as low as around 17% for the year 2022, which means that there are many false cases also that are filed in this category. Okay, that is why the conviction rate is very low, and there are many innocent people who are prosecuted for this crime. Okay, they are prosecuted, but they don't get convicted because there is not much evidence against them. That is why the conviction rate is low, and that is why Supreme Court has said that the government should tighten this law so that unnecessary innocent people are not prosecuted. Okay, so conviction rate is quite low. This part is false. A, only one. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I hope it has added value to your preparation, though it would add more value if you revise this lecture also. And you can revise this lecture by reading these MCQs and reading their detailed solutions, which is provided in a PDF file. That PDF file will be available on our Telegram channel. And the link to our Telegram channel is available in the comment section below. So click on that link, it will take you to our Telegram channel. From there, you can download the PDF for not just this lecture, but all the other lectures featuring on our YouTube channel. All right. On that note, I'll be signing off with the promise of meeting you again with next day's current affairs through MCQs. Thank you so much, everyone.